A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Trying the left side with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On first down, it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. The Colts hit 4-6 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trayvon Walker in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Hurts. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I just tell you from the defense's perspective, okay, they've got the lead, and they're getting all the bounces. What's going on here?
I guess the good news for the other side, still 3+ quarters remaining.
Yeah, maybe things will equal out over the course of the game.
Here we go, here we go.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 30 yards. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Play action. It's Fields. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Off play action, Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Rangers, 70, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. 79 Broncos. 19 right.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. He's got room at the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
18 Rebels, 60 Bobcats, 19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
19, come 19, come 19, pass 11. Seven Pirates. Drop 60.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields on the move to his left. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Fields. This pass on target. Velus Jones with it. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Again, Fields. And that is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. But now it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover, That's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Hold it ready.
They'll go again with Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Rodgers to return it. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. In motion left is Watkins. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or do they take advantage of this spot?
On 2nd down and 4, Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Rodgers on the return. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
24-yard line.
On 1st down, Fields. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Another run with Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yannick Ngakoue. Just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another run here with Sanders. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
19 tight, 19 tight. Get the Ranger.
Back to throw here. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. The carry here for the big tight end. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here's Fields on the sneak, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Ran it last time, now Fields to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10, Fields again. Eluding the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Hurts throw taken in by Pascal.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
55.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
On play action, Fields.
That ball caught by Campbell. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Jones will come now in motion right.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd and goal, Fields.
Left side, got Jones.
Touchdown, Colts!
Velus Jones.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he stopped immediately there. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Okay, ready?
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Cut back in. Cut back in. Panther 11. Panther 11. Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates. Drop 60. Drop 60.
In motion right is Brown.
Hurts.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
Complete to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Alvin Kamara with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
18 Cardinals. 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
On the return, it's Rodgers. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Back to throw. Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So with no timeouts and where the football is on the field, now they're in a really tough spot.
Because a field goal finishes them, right? If they give up 3, it's over, let alone trying to get the ball back. You're exactly right. Very difficult situation. All they can do is go all out when the ball's snapped and try and pop it free and get it back for themselves. And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Eagles, they continue to put themselves in position for a first.